Henya and welcome to another video. So today I'm going to share with you 3 books that changed my life, and I do not mean it the light way. So if you guys are ready, let's get this video started.
It's the Henya.
Alright, so book number 1 is Why Men Love Bitches. This book is actually in Hebrew, but there's obviously an English version. All the books I'm going to be talking about today are going to be in the description, so make sure you check them out if you're interested. So I found out about this book after, I started university, and I was like after this the craziest relationship I've ever been to, and I mean it. It was really bad. It was like an abusive relationship with this crazy ass person, and I drifted away from my family, I drifted away from my friends. I had no one besides him. I couldn't do anything with my life besides what he wanted me to do. So but besides that crazy relationship, I always had like this tendency to like give myself up in relationships and just in general, wait for that phone call and like not make any other plans and just be there for your man and cook for them and be there and always like do stuff and always be available just to please other people. Like I had this thing, like I wanted to please other people. So that's kind of like the background to why I got really into this book. So this book, you have to take this very like with a grain of salt, because a lot of it is crap, and it's like some of it is very like sexist, anti-men, anti-women as well. But the general vibe I got from this book is that you have to be an independent woman for your sake, not for any other men. You have to do cool stuff to make you happy, not make anyone else happy. And you just have to be like, doing cool stuff because you want to, and not in order to get a man, you know what I mean? So that's kind of like the general vibe I got from it. I'm sweating so hard because it's so hot in here. Just a disclaimer, this book is not talking about like women that are bitches in the sense, that we're all used to from like TV shows and stuff like that. The bitch in this book is basically a woman that knows what she wants in life. She's not willing to give up herself for men in general or for guys, and just to have like a relationship or all sorts of things like that. It doesn't mean that she's mean or evil or anything like that at all. She's very kind, she's very nice, she's very polite, but she just isn't like giving up herself for other people. Like she still does what she wants to do even if she has a man in her life. And that book literally changed my life. Now every time I meet a new guy and I'm interested in something, like I don't give myself up like just like that. I don't have sex with people just like randomly. I don't just sit there anymore waiting for that text before I make other plans. I don't just meet this guy and I change everything for him. No, I still do my own thing. I have my interests and I do them, and I think ever since I got to know this book, and I've changed my life and my perception of myself and had like more self-respect towards me, and I didn't think that relationship is like the be-all end-all of life. It just made me feel like much more better in life in general. Especially now after the breakup, I started reading it again, and it just like gave me back so much more confidence. And I highly recommend any girl on planet Earth to read this, and I actually do recommend guys to read this as well, because I've seen a lot of guys that act in the same way, just like calling all the time and just like being there all the time, just like suffocating you and just like doing everything for you. And it's good in a sense, but like you have to keep in mind that relationship is like a two-way thing, and you both want to be like independent and comfortable in your own skin. You don't want to be like dependent on the other person. So I do recommend any person on earth actually to read this book. Definitely take it with a grain of salt, as I said, because a lot of this shit is like, yeah, but it's written in a funny language, and if you're not coming like biased to read this book, you're definitely gonna enjoy it. So highly recommend this book. Changed my life 100%. Next. It hurt my computer. Next book is Wild, and I'm sure you've all heard about this movie. Don't watch the movie, it's shit. It's legit shit, but the book is excellent. So it's funny because I found out about this book like a day after I broke up with my ex-boyfriend. I was feeling shit in that relationship. I didn't know what I want to do with my life. Broke up with him, and then like the day after I walk in uni, and this was on like the discounted you know, shelves, because it's like, I don't know, someone didn't like the packaging or something, and I got it because I thought it looked cool. I mean, Wild, who doesn't want to read a book that's called Wild? And I read it and I was just like, ah, epiphany mode. Like, this book literally sparked my travel lust. So this book is about this girl that, you know, shit happened to her, and then she just decided to do them, what it's called, it's like a trail in the US. It's not the Appalachian, it's the other one. You see, I don't remember the name, but reading this, I was just like, oh my god, I have to do the Israel Trail. I was like, yes, I have to do it. It will fix everything. You know, that stupid thoughts you have when you read a book. But yeah, so I decided to do that. But then I was just like, okay, so it's 2 months after my university. I'll do it in September. And then I got freaked out because it's just 2 months. What am I gonna do afterwards? So then I started thinking, oh my god, what am I gonna do? And then it just dawned on me, and I was like, I'll go traveling the world. So, you know, as time went on, like, I ended up not doing the Israel Trail, and I just traveled the world. I decided to move to Thailand and travel there and do all sorts of crazy shit, which I did. I'm sure you can just go and watch it on my channel and enjoy yourself. But yeah, this is the book that sparked my wanderlust, and I am in love with it. I do highly recommend anyone to read this because it's awesome. Don't watch the movie, please, just don't. Oh. Check out the sweat, guys. Book number 3. Oh my god. Book number 3 is A Brief History to Mankind by Yuval Noah Harari. I'll put the name in the description. I'm in love with this book. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't finished reading it because it's so heavy. It's like history of like all humanity in like, I don't know, let's see how many pages, like 400 something pages. Like, that's a lot. But I took the course in university and I got like maybe 90 in the exam. Hala. And the course was with this actual professor, and he is absolutely like incredible. And he's one of the best professors I've ever had, and he's vegan. Like, how cool is that? So this book he's talking about literally since, you know, we started out with the Big Bang and everything, and then he's talking about Homo sapiens and Neanderthals and all that good stuff, interesting shit. But then he starts to talk about like society and how, you know, society started, and what is this thing that makes us different from animals, which I believe is a mutation, but never mind that, maybe that's a topic for another video. But he also talks about like cravings and like things that you want in life, and how it's all like been influenced since day one, and how it's all because of like society and the shit that they tell you, and how it changes over years, and every society has its own thing, and it's really super interesting. He also has a whole chapter about factory farms and chickens. By the way, this is where I got the information about chickens being the most evolutionarily successful species. So definitely check it out. I was so impressed that he was talking about veganism in our course and in this book, and I'm sure this can help so many people like change their minds, because it's like very inspiring in the sense that it shows you like how shit went on, and you're just like this small tiny person in this whole crazy ass society that's been going on for like millions of years. So I think it's really cool, really interesting. He also talks about how we never had any like diseases like the common cold or, you know, flu and stuff like that before we started raising like farm animals and stuff like that. So it really shows how like this whole world is being fucked by animals since we started eating them and all that stuff. So that's like super interesting. In his course, he also talked about like the revolution of science and how people are now really into just changing and doing like body mode, in the sense that, you know, they want to be stronger and omnipotent and all that cool stuff, which you can see on Orphan Black if you watch that. Never mind. So yeah, that book is like, I definitely recommend that to anyone. Of course, there's like other books which I recommend, like Everyday's Treblinka and Animal Liberation and all those books, but personally I found this one like much more interesting in the sense that, you know, you actually know why you're doing things, and you can see like the history of like all of humanity and how it all like came to where it's at and where like projections say it's going. So that's definitely like super interesting, and if you're interested in that, you can check it out. There's also like the course online. I'm sure you can Google it and find it somehow, and I do highly recommend checking that out because he talks about more stuff in the course itself, and it's like a video course, so definitely recommend that. I have like sweat drops like pouring down my back, so I'm just gonna like end this video here, but I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Make sure you check the links in the description if you're interested in any of those books. Definitely let me know if you have any favorite books. Comment down below and let me know, because I want to get back into reading, so that would be awesome to kind of like share with each other favorite books. So thanks so much for watching today's video. I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and if you did, please press the like button, comment on it, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new here. Check out my ebooks, my Patreon, and my t-shirt shop. Follow me on Snapchat and on Instagram, and I'll see you in the next video. Love you guys. Mwah. Bye.